I consider myself to have 4 close friends: Brax, Will, Allie, and the subject of today's video, Steven. So let's start off at the beginning. One day, I turned 16 and I needed a job. And where do 16-year-olds go when they need a job? You guessed it, Sonic. Steven and I began our friendship based on what music we like to listen to on Friday nights at Sonic. Freebird by Leonard Skinner catalyzed our efforts to get to know each other. In lieu of small talk and meaningless conversation, we could just dance to that 10-minute guitar solo. Anyways, Sonic was not my first introduction to Steven. I started public school in 7th grade, where I quickly learned about another outsider in our graduating class of 2017. Whereas me being an outsider was a result of being homeschooled, he was an outsider because he wasn't only not from my hometown, he was from Germany. Fast forward from middle school in 2013 to late 2016, and we were great friends at work, but we never found time to do anything extracurricularly. Extracurricularly? Then there was that fateful day where our relationship just took off to the next level. Someone who deserves huge credit for my relationship with Steven is a guy named Yuri Acevedo. Yuri invited me to play basketball one night at a local church, and I invited Steven because I knew he used to play in middle school and earlier on in high school. And let me tell you, even though his shot kind of looks like Lonzo Ball's, he is ruthless on the court. From there, our relationship bloomed like a flower. Steven is the most encouraging individual you will ever meet. He is honest to a fault, but he offers such reassurance that there's no way anybody could ever take anything that he says the wrong way. You know that his heart's in the right place. Before this video becomes a rambling rant that ends with me getting choked up as if I'm on the phone with Steven on a Tuesday night in early March, let me just tell you about the influence that Steven has had on me. This brother loves like a freight train. Watching him love others and love himself has inspired me to do the exact same thing on the highest level that I can. He helped me gain a confidence in myself that I've never had before, and he showed me what it's like to be different in the most positive and best way. As for the rest of our relationship, between 2016 and now, Steven and I have attended concerts, ridden bicycles, watched movies, and just truly enjoyed life as the closest friends that we can be. Not to mention the 2 other members of our coterie, Will and Brax. And that brings us to right now. Steven and I are leaving for Europe in 2 months from this very date, March 7th, 2019. And that brings me to why I started this vlog. This vlog was started in an effort to become very efficient in the documentation and the publication of the events that go on within a day before I get to Europe. Where the vlog started is not where it ended up though. In addition to documenting my everyday, sometimes mundane life, it's become sort of a digital photo album. If I live this long, I want to look back in 5 years at the events that happened throughout my day to be able to see my friends, my family, and the lifestyle that I lived right now in this moment. As Rafiki says, today is a gift. That's why it is called the present. And I know I'll look back on these times like a gift that never loses its magic. We will be back to our regularly scheduled vlogging tomorrow.